Hey, we did it, guys. Hello. How are we all doing? Steam me, behave yourself. Yes, I can count. Husey, I love you, baby. Miss Blizzard, yes, I do notice you, but I was a little bit lost in the music. Dale Boy, happy birthday for the weekend or whenever it was. And Bad Angel, you're just the baddest angel of them all. Okay, guys, welcome to the show. I managed to get changed. Look at me. I do look so super sexy. Breathe, Seven. Breathe. Okay, so I am Seven, guys. I'm part of Helix VR. If you are just tuning in, you don't know who we are. A few months ago, we set out to do something very, very special in VR. And no, that is not make Kermit give up drinking. He's our cameraman. He's Scottish. That is never going to happen. Yeah, what we decided to do was do something inside a VR environment, from a VR environment, in the VR. Well, basically, it's got VR involved in it, guys. And this is it, the show, guys, the show. Our set is built. We've got our guests lined up and everything else. It is a very, very special talk show. And I'll tell you the reason why it's a very special talk show is because it is for content creators. So if you've got a YouTube channel, and you make music or you're a comedian and stuff like that, you're welcome to come on. It's also for VR game developers out there. So if you've got a game coming out or you've got a game out and you want us to talk about it and show it on the screen, then this is the place. And also, yeah, it's for people that just want to come and check me out because you know what? I am almost perfect. I am one polygon away from being the perfect avatar. So, guys, if you've got any of that, reach out to us in our social medias, on our DMs, whatever it is that you want to reach out to us on, and you can appear on the show. Bad Angel, that excludes you because you just cannot be on this show. Simple as that, yeah? Okay, and I know you're getting pissed off and upset, but hey, that's life. So tonight on this show, we have an amazing comedian called Gio. We have this week's new releases in VR, and we have our very, very special guests that I announced earlier in the week. Ubisoft, they are over in the green screen at the moment, getting themselves ready. I know, guys, when we ask for people to come on, we get the VIPs. Yes, guys, I can't believe we've got Ubisoft in here for the first show. So let's talk a bit about what else is going on in the world, yeah? Let's just talk about the show and me, although I'd like to. Let's talk about what's been going on in the news this week. So, Mark Zuckerberg, yes. Oh, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, okay, he is being forced to stand down as chairman of Facebook. It's a real risky game for all his shareholders to be voting against Mark because obviously if you do, you're going to get your Facebook locked out. All those secret messages you sent on Messenger to your secretary on that Christmas party are going to end up in your wife's email box. I'm not implying that Facebook are spying on you, but Mark, if you do need a new job, I mean, CIA are interested, could happen. So that's that out of the way. This is another thing that blew my mind this week. You guys in America celebrated Memorial Day, but me coming from the UK, I don't understand what it is. So I asked Flag, our Redneck reviewer, I said to him, what is Memorial Day? Tell me what it is. He is also, by the way, guys, a fantastic voiceover artist. There we go, Flag, got your plug in for you. So this is his reply to me about what Memorial Day was. He says, here in Alabama, what we do is we hold yard sales on Memorial Day. So it's basically like a Mardi Gras for white trash. So now I know, and I'm not going to ask him that again. Now, this is the main important one. This is the news this week, guys, that upset me, shocked me, and made me have sleepless nights. No, it's nothing to do with Steamy Squirts or Bad Angel. It is to do with Ariana Grande, okay, or as I like to call her, my I Would. Well, Madame Tussauds have revealed a waxwork of her. Wait for it. Here we go. We'll be able to flash it up. There we go. Just look at those eyes, guys. Look at those eyes. Oh my God, that clone is an I Wouldn't. Now I know, like what thing? I know exactly what's happened here, guys. Emery Bingham sneaked into the studio. Yeah, and she was like, make it look like me, make it look like me. Now, I know you all guys are out there turning around and say, who the hell is Emery Bingham? So just to help you out, here we go. This is what she looks like. Okay, I called it here first. No, seriously, Emery, you're a great YouTuber. We love you. Keep making the music, but that waxwork looks more like you than it does Ariana Grande. Okay, guys, we're going to take a short break so that I can get over to my desk over there and get ready for the Gio interview. Play Mind Show.
Hum nom 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 nom. Hum nom 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 nom. Doctor, my chest hurts really bad. Can you help me
just
out?
a second. I gotta finish this. No,
It really hurts.
No. I'm done with that. Oh, you're already dead. Oh, well, my bad. Better go do doctor stuff.
Welcome. Make yourself comfortable here. And, well, I can't believe we've actually got you here in the studio with us. And, well, you're going to give us a little routine a bit later on. So everyone stay tuned for that. He is a very, very funny guy. But welcome, Gio, to the show. And thanks for coming on to Helix.
Thank you guys for having me. I'm honestly excited to be here with you guys.
Well, we're excited to have you here. So what's been going on in your...
Well, I actually just headlined my very first gig last week where I was the headliner. It was my first paid gig as a comedian. And, it's all my hard work has paid off so far, all the writing and, nights I spent just up without sleep finally is paying off.
That's really, really good to hear. I mean, when we found you, I was really impressed with your work, and obviously we've asked you to come here, and it shows. And I think you've definitely got a huge growth in front of you, and you're going to be a huge. And guys, you've definitely got to check him out. But anyway, what I want to know is, what made you decide to become a comedian?
Actually, I've always wanted to become a comedian. Even when I was younger, I've always wanted to become a comedian. The only problem I had was I had like a stage fright, and I was always so afraid to go up on stage. So even the last 3 years where I've been writing and actually doing the effort to be a comedian, I never actually got on stage. And then I actually started this new thing where I was trying to break all my fears. So even this year, to start it off, I was terrified of heights. So I went skydiving, and doing those things to break your fear kind of made me more comfortable to do it. And then I finally did it this year.
Excellent. Well, we're glad you did. We really are glad that you did, because you have made me laugh, and that's something that doesn't happen that often. So when you look at like the comedy world and the people that are out there making other people laugh, and I know I say it's like one of the hardest things to make a comedian laugh, because obviously it's your game. Who in the comedy world actually do you look up to? Who makes you laugh?
Wow, man, there's a multitude of people that make me laugh just because of their different styles. But if I have to name a few, like I'm a huge fan of Bill Burr, love Dave Chappelle, love Kevin Hart, Ari Spears, Gabriel Iglesias, just people like that who they're very read and react, and they're storytellers, which are my strengths in comedy.
Oh, definitely. And guys, we will be seeing that a bit later on. Stay tuned. Well, I mean, that's really, really good to hear. And as I say, I definitely can see you've got a bright future in front of you, and we really do appreciate you coming on. Now, you do have a YouTube channel. The link is below, guys. It's flashing up on the screen now. So definitely go over, drop a subscription over there, and you will be updating that with your latest stand-up shows and things like that. So if you do want to follow Gio and find out what he's up to, they can follow you on your YouTube. Is there anywhere else that they can follow you as well?
Yes, I also have my Instagram if they want to stay up with everything. It is gio.d_92.
There we go, guys. So make sure that you drop a follow on Instagram as well, and we'll drop that in the links in the video here as well. So if you do want to continue to follow Gio and watch his progress as he makes it in superstardom, this is the place to check it out. Anyway, thank you, Gio, for coming onto the show. Now, go and get yourself ready, and we will be seeing you perform your act a little later. And thank you very much for coming on.
Thank you guys for having me, and I'll be on in a little bit.
I am pissed. You know what I do when I'm pissed? I go to my car, I grab my phone, and I rant on about all the things that pissed me off. To start things off today, I was at the store, and a stupid cashier lady wouldn't take my coupon. So what if it's past expiration? Whatever happened to the customer being right all the time? I mean, come on. Another thing that's pissing me off is this stupid politics stuff. I mean, come on. Politics, man. If you can't sit there and agree with me, then what the hell? You're just stupid and stuff. You can't agree with what I believe. I mean, come on. Another thing that pisses me off, these kids this generation, always shoving stuff over their nose and eating random soap. I mean, come on, what happened to the good old days when we used to snort cocaine and have our parents shove soap in our mouths? I mean, come on. Oh, another thing that pisses me off, these stupid parents. They can't even raise their kids right. They're sitting there like ODing in the car and stuff with their kids in the back seat. I mean, come on. How irresponsible is that? Oh, off my kid in a shopping cart.
Hello, well, there we go, guys. Thank you very much, Gio. Gio has gone off to get changed, get ready for the next part where he's over there and he's going to be thinking. How are you liking the show so far, guys? How are you liking? I see you there, big head. Yeah, okay, you know I am the star. You know I am the star, yeah? Okay, you loving our little clips? Yeah? You're loving them? Okay. Val, he is going to be a little bit funnier later. Thank you very much for all those subscriptions, the bitties, the follows, things like that, guys. We've got the alerts turned off because obviously we're trying to do the show, but I do appreciate it. I have seen them come in on the chat and thingy. So let's just talk about a little bit more what's going on in the world. So this week, basically, there was a report that came out that single girls, or well, not really single girls, just females in general, gaming girls, are charging single guys, on Fiverr to come and play Fortnite with them. Well, first of all, guys, we know anyone that plays Fortnite is a cocksucker. So, but to really, seriously, why would you be paying these girls, to play Fortnite with you? That they are pimping themselves out. So we've had the big scandal about like the Twitch titty streamers. We've now going to have the Twitch hooker streamers because these girls are fucking pimping themselves out. Guys, you do not need to pay money to girls to play with you on Fortnite. I mean, I can see Miss Blizzard in the chat there, she will play with you for free. She plays with me for free, she does not need money to play with you, you don't need to be going over to Fiverr and paying these girls, because seriously, you're not actually physically touching them. They're just like, look, we're not real, okay, so just like, sorry, Miss Blizzard, I'm really sorry. And I'll see Cooties. Cooties will, well, $20, isn't it, Cooties? Yeah, why you hate me so much? Yeah? Okay, guys, this is the part, the new release show. And we're going to talk about this week's new releases. We've got some very special stuff coming up. But first of all, we're going to also announce how you're going to win this quest. But first of all, I'm going to have to introduce you to someone very new within the team. You actually don't get to see him because he's a refugee that we've employed for slave labor prices. His name is Chop Chop. Chop Chop, can you do the magic for me, please? Let's have a ooh and an art. There we go, guys. Look at that. I've got a magic screen behind me. Thank you very much, Chop Chop. Okay, so let's get down to this week's first release. It is Space Ops VR on the Vive, Rift, and Windows Mixed Reality. Do you have what it takes to join the prestigious Space Ops Corps? There we go. It's a bit of a mouthful for me. Will you survive the rigorous training arena filled with puzzles, challenges, and alien monsters? Whether you like playing solo or with friends, or competitive challenge awaits you. This game is perfect, guys, for friends. As I say, we were playing it. Me and Eden were playing it. He's not my friend. He works in Helix, and well, we were playing it. It's good. To me, it was a bit like the Hunger Games because you have to compete against each other in different arenas to get to the end. We love it. The good thing about it is when you die, when you get to the end of it and you start again, it's a completely different, it randomizes, it's just not just the same thing. Anyway, let's have a look at the game. Oh, there we go. Okay, right. Okay, that was the first game. Guys, we are going to be giving away keys to that game as well. So stay tuned to the end of this little bit and I'll tell you how to win keys for that game. It is really awesome. Also, check out our review over on YouTube that me and Eden done way before the game was released. Absolutely fantastic. So the second game this week, guys, is Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. It's available on the Windows, Mixed Reality, the Rift, the Rift S, the Vive, basically PC VR, guys. It's available on it all. Have you heard about Five Nights at Freddy? You may have, yeah, okay, because it is a classic thing. Some of you may even have played it because it is so established in the gaming world. Well, it's now been brought into VR, a collection of the original and mini games set over the Five Nights universe. Survive terrifying encounters with your favorite killing animatronics, and a collection of these games. Five Nights at Freddy experience is fantastic. It's where fantasy comes to life. I'll tell you what, guys, you will be shitting yourself playing this game in VR. Let's have a look at it.
I wanted to record a message for you to help you get settled in on your first night. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. There's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, so just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit.
There we go, guys. I told you it is absolutely poop thingy. Yes, I don't wear clothes in VR. This is just, well, in the real world, if there was a real person behind Seven, he is naked at the moment because, anyway, yes, Brash, you're right. You do know me very well. And DJ as well, 5 minutes is how long you lasted, seriously. We're going to be streaming that next week, that game, so we'll see how long I last. Probably a little bit longer than that because I play the games with my eyes closed. Okay, so it's the big one, guys. It is the game of the week. Can I have a fanfare, please? Let's see if Kermit's got that ready. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know what it is. I can't hear it. But I can assure you it is a fantastic noise. It is Blood and Truth on the PSVR, guys. This is on the PSVR. What does it feel like to be an action hero in a movie? Well, you're about to find out. This game takes the PSVR to a whole new level, guys. A whole new level in game and art style. What it lacks in movement, it makes up in an action-packed, fully immersive gameplay. It's a game that makes you just want to go out and buy VR. Let's check out the trailer.
What do I want? Your operation.
He's not going to start an all-out war. He's not big enough.
I'm gonna go and find out.
You're just gonna walk in there.
That goes in the streets of London. That goes in the London city. That goes in the streets of London. That got to be something with me. Today a legend is born, ready for vengeance rather than war. Ready for anything, ready for war. My English gangster, I'm dead for sure. I'm coming for you. 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 I'm coming for you.
We need to push back hard or we're finished.
For the players.
Yeah. There we go, guys. And there's the trophy. Well done, London Studios, for that. Guys, if you do own VR, go out and buy those games, support the developers, and tell them that Helix VR sent you. Yes, look at that. It's fancy. It moves, it moves, it moves. So I mentioned that we're giving away some keys to the game Space Ops, which was our first new release show. It's really, really simple, guys. If you know what how we do our giveaways, we do a 3-digit number. So what you need to do, guys, is you need to leave a 3-digit number in our YouTube video. Guys, you in Twitch, do not leave the number in Twitch because I don't give a shit about that. You have to wait for this video to be loaded up onto YouTube in about 24 hours, and then you can enter it in on the YouTube video, and we will announce it in our next show where we will have the machine. Okay, it's called the Balls Machine at the moment. We will probably change that name. No, we're not going to change that name. It's going to be called the Balls, and it will randomly give us a 3-digit number for you to be able to win that game. So let's just move that down there because they've had that bit. Thank you very much for that subscription there, you awesome buddy. Dorak, dude, guys, tell you, I'm just going to go slightly off script here. Guys, if you haven't seen Dorak's new stream, his new improved stream, it looks fantastic. I am absolutely in love with his new look. Go and check it out. Anyway, we're going to cut over to another Mind Show segment, and then we've got Ubisoft, guys. We've got Ubisoft, and we're going to announce how you can win the Oculus Quest. So let's go.
Oh, come on, this stupid controller's not even working. Wrong. You can't believe you put it there. What's wrong with you? Whatever. Of course, you're always going to blame the controller, aren't you? Work. Come on. You suck at giant Tetris. Forget it. I give up.
Well, guys, there we go. Another Mind Show skit, and they're just hilarious. Remember, if you want to send us some Mind Show skits to put in to fill our little advert breaks, you're more than welcome. Just drop us a DM in our Discord or reach us on any of our social media platforms, and you can do. But anyway, guys, this is the main part of the show. This is the bit that we've been building up for. No, it's not the new release. We've just had that. It's not the announcement that we're giving away an Oculus Quest, because we've had that as well. Yeah, this is the big one. We have got our star interview for this week, and it is probably one of the biggest names in VR, and probably one of the biggest names in the gaming industry. We have got Ubisoft with us. Yes, guys, you heard it. We have got Ubisoft. So welcome to the show, Adrian.
Hello, and thank you for having me in this joyful place.
And thank you for joining us. Well, Adrian, you are a producer of Ubisoft, and he produces some fantastic VR games. And guys, I know a lot of you are all Pancake players out there, and you don't know what Ubisoft have brought out in the VR world. We've got Star Trek Bridge Control, which is absolutely fantastic. And we've got Werewolves Within. Plus, there was a recent one that's just been announced and that's recently been released, and that is Space Junkies. And if you haven't already seen us playing it, you should do. Check out our reviews. It is a fantastic game, and that's what we're going to be talking about, as well as loads of other VR things. So, Space Junkies. Well, what can I say about it? It is an absolutely awesome action-packed game. Where did you get the idea from?
Well, when we started looking at Space Junkies, I mean, for those who haven't played it yet, it's basically a jet-packed fuel joyride in outer space. It's a multiplayer shooter where you fly at like very high speed. You nab, grab, shoot. You duck, weave, dodge through these sort of deadly orbital arenas. They're like these spherical battle spaces, like abandoned mining stations in space and what have you. And basically what we wanted to do when we first started playing around with VR, we really wanted to do something fast. There was a lot of teleportation when we first started, a lot of, teleport games or static. And we really wanted to see if we could take on the challenge of locomotion and get people to sort of have this sensation of flying at speed. So we strapped a jetpack to your ass and we gave you some guns. And it was pretty much like that, how it came about.
Well, I mean, I love your description of it. Obviously, that is not if anyone actually has seen me play it, that is not the way I play it. I usually find some little hiding place and just sit there and snipe all the way through the game. But
there's a few like that. There is a big tactical element. Okay, there is tactical, but at first, when you first jump in, you're just basically flying around fast.
Yeah, it is really good. And I like the fact that you've got the option to play one-on-one, and then you can get your friends in, and you can have, obviously, free-for-all or, as I say, 2v2, which is always fun. The Helix versus Helix team goes really well. Now, we were on your show earlier this week, and we did actually have a little go with you guys in Space Junkies. So, guys, if you haven't seen that, check out Ubisoft's YouTube channel and see what we got up to earlier on in the week when we went over and visited them. And obviously, they've come to visit us this week, so it's nice. Anyway,
caring is sharing.
Yes, it is. We that's how we work. So, obviously, the game's doing very well, because I tell you, every time I jump in, there's always people playing it, which is really, really nice to see about a multiplayer game. It's one of the hardest things that I feel for any developer bringing VR games out in this
Absolutely,
thing, because it's just it's still tiny. Yeah, people don't realise how tiny VR is compared to obviously consoles and normal PC games. So
Absolutely.
The world is just, we're always bumping into the same people and that. But as I say, for when you jump into a multiplayer game, and if you can find other people to play with, that shows the success of the game, because, as I say, which is good. But how do you see VR developing going forward over the next few years?
Well, I mean, we always like the challenge. So we knew that doing something that was pure multiplayer was a particular challenge, but we also wanted to sort of really see what the market had to offer. So for us, it's kind of it was like a testing zone to say, okay, look, if we were to do a multiplayer shooter in VR, what are the challenges? We knew the market was quite small. So a couple of things that we did were fully crossplay, for example. So whether you're on Oculus Rift, whether you're on HTC Vive, whether you're on PSVR, you can all play together, or even Windows Mixed Reality. So crossplay was one of the big steps, because we think you have to let players today play on the platform or how they want to play. It's up to them to decide. It's not for me to dictate whether you play on this device or that device. Also, because that installed base is so small, it's great that a PS player can play with a PC guy or what have you. So that was really one of the important things, and that comes with its challenges in terms of balancing. You've got different controllers, you've got different headsets, you've got all this kind of stuff. But for us, that's kind of, we come sort of from a background of motion controllers. We did sort of the Rayman Raving Rabbids, which was on the Wii. We did quite a few Wii games, Just Dance, for example, dancing games. So, but in terms of player expression, it was one of the core foundations of the concept as well. If you notice in Space Junkies, for those who have played it, is you have your full body. That's your head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So you have full embodiment. You're not just sort of floating hands like this. We found that really important to give that sort of self-presence and that interactivity. We also have a lot of hand gestures, like you do in Rec Room, that are a bit more sort of didactic. So things like the knuckles, when they come out, that'll evolve in terms of hand gestures. The Oculus touches are great for that as well. We do use different positions to give different ways to communicate with each other. So the evolution is quite simple. We also wanted to do competitive. Now, that's one of the big elements. So that's why we do the 2v2, and we'll probably look at 3v3 in the coming months. One of the big things with competitive that we want to see is that physicality. The vision of the future is, if you sort of take esports, now we're only on the very first rung of the ladder for esports. It's the very beginning in terms of VR esports. Oculus is doing great things with ESL. We have the finals in a couple weeks. But what we wanted to really see is that sort of physical interaction, how those people are moving, how those people are interacting in terms of VR and a physical presence on stage when players are watching, as well as in game when players are playing. So the vision of sort of esports, if I take it from that angle first and foremost, is the thing that I always found the interesting in VR is that a little girl of 8 can play with a big giant muscle man. But her avatar can look completely different, and his avatar can look completely different, and they can have different capabilities and stuff like that. So esports in the future will be quite athletic. But it also level the playing field between types of people. And I think that's a really interesting dynamic. And you'll have that visual feedback of seeing people swipe swords, grab guns, shoot, duck, and all those kind of things. And I think that we'll see that evolution over the coming years.
Oh, I mean, as I say, we've met a few esports VR people. We've played with them just for friendly games, because they're going to beat us anyway, whatever we do with them. But it certainly is something that I can see certain games coming out that it's just like perfect for esports, because it's just got that core base built in there, and you know what you're going to get. And as you say, anyone can jump in, anyone can be the hero of that game, which is really, really nice. So what future VR games have like Ubisoft got that you can possibly hint at, talk about? I mean, Assassin's Creed would be fantastic in.
Well, they did. We actually did there is actually an Assassin's Creed escape room that was done in Blue Byte in Germany, which is pretty cool. That's sort of, but it's very specific. It was done for sort of LBE's sort of location based things, but that's fun. That uses sort of the Assassin's Creed universe. We're like I said, there's a lot of stuff I can't talk about. I will not talk about because I'll get myself into trouble.
Yeah,
but, we've been one of the great, Ubisoft's always on new hardware. We're always very explorative. I don't even know if that's a real word, but if you know what I mean, we're always looking at new hardware, new interactions, new controllers, and seeing how those markets. And we tend to be very proactive in the early days. As you can see, we're one of the few publishers that have released so many VR games in this first wave, and I think that's really important for us. So it's something we believe in. We use it in different ways as well, because VR. There's one thing about games, but even in terms of development, we have our own VR editor, for example. So all our maps and our level design is created in the headset in VR. So it's kind of like a model, so a miniature model that you build all your maps and your level design. You jump in, you check out what you're doing, and so on. So we also use it as a tool for our development process. Some of the guys on Ghost Recon, they also used it to lay out a couple of maps, and just because you get a perspective of scale and size and stuff like that. So we do use it in many different ways. It's not just in terms of our gaming, but it's also in terms of our development process. And we think that's only going to continue to grow as things get better, faster, and so on.
Oh, let's hope so. I mean, we've been pushing VR now for coming up for 3 years. We've seen a huge development. Obviously, we've just had the Quest released as well, which is fantastic for people that want to get in. And as we've announced just tonight that we're going to be giving one away. So awesome. We're super hyped about that. But it is actually really, really good if you want to just get into the VR market and without having to spend that money and have that high-powered PC. It's giving you that entry point, which is nice and is what I feel VR needed. And it's just come at around about the right time. We're sort of 3 years into VR. People have sort of heard about a few games and it's always been too expensive for a lot of people. But now it's becoming sort of more within reach. It's console sort of prices and people can jump in, try it out. And that. Are you planning to port anything over to the Quest?
Well, we look at the Quest. We work a lot with Oculus at the moment. Space Junkies is high end, so we've sort of, and it's multiplayer, so it adds a little bit more complexity to the Quest. It's something we'll look at. I think what's great about the Quest though today is that it's. I mean, I just actually played Vader Immortals, which was awesome. It shows a different way of how VR can be used in that sort of cinematic interactive experience, and I think that's pretty cool. Like you said, it's very accessible. You just throw it on your head. I was playing it outside on my terrace actually. So it's a really interesting step to that more accessible mainstream VR. At the moment, Space Junkies is quite high end. We there's a lot in there. So to get it on Quest is, we'll see how we progress. So at the moment, we haven't said anything on that. We do look at it, but either way, it's something we're always exploring. So, but I'm really happy because I think Quest is, as I call it the Switch of VR. And I think it's a brilliant device. I think it's definitely one of the best headsets out there with the controllers. It's really sort of, they've packaged it well. It's well designed. It's really accessible. It's a smart piece, and I think that's what's going to start getting people interested. Because I think we've lived through that barrier of entry on PC, where it's the setup was a bit of a pain. There was a few things you always had to do. Your cameras, you lost tracking, your house wasn't ready for it, or whatever, or your PC wasn't powerful enough. And I think they've really answered all those questions and all those points of friction. I gave it to my kids and just said, right, try it, and they just plugged it in. They understood what they were doing straight away. And that's awesome. And I think, that's what we've all been sort of targeting in our approach, is that user interaction, that user experience. And I think that we've really started to see that convergence of all that.
Oh, 100%. So we were blown away by it. We were, you expect something, and then when you get it, it's like that whole time when you first put on the VR headset again, you're like, wow.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
This for this amount of money is just crazy. As I said, guys, we are giving it away, so just make sure that you enter the competition, because that way you can jump in, and if you don't win, you can always buy it and you can jump into Rec Room with us and things
The
like that.
Christmas of VR is coming.
It is. It is. We've got to get on with the show. We've got obviously Gio over there. Hello, Gio. Are you ready? He's going to be ready in a couple of minutes. So I just want to say thank you very, very much for coming in to join us today, just to have this little chat. And thank you for having us on the show the other day. We had absolute great fun over there as well. So guys, that's the end. That's where I'm going to end the interview, because you know what? I could talk here for hours, and you guys want to see Gio because we've hyped him up as well. And you've been here for the last however long we've been streaming for, so do appreciate it. So once again, Adrian, thank you very, very much for popping in. Guys, let's go over and see what Gio is all about. Remember, guys, he is hilarious. So let's go and catch him out.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys doing today? My name is Fangio Martinez, and yeah, you can only imagine with a name like Fangio, you'd get teased a lot growing up in school. Nowadays, I have women come up to me and they're like, ooh, Fangio, that's such an exotic name. Yeah, I didn't get that growing up. You want to know what I had growing up? I had names like Fungus. I had the Fonz, I even had this one substitute teacher literally call me Fandango. Right? That's so messed up. Like when you don't know somebody's name, you say their last name because you don't know how to say the first. So be like Mr. Martinez because I don't know how to say your first name. So Mr. Martinez. And to be honest with you, I wasn't even mad at the fact that she made a mistake. You want to know what I was mad at? I was mad at the fact that she put some stank on my name. Like Fandango. Fandango? Bitch! I had to go over there and drop kick you in the esophagus. You know what I mean? And she was unnaturally tall and lanky people. You know what I'm talking about? Like them gargantuan ass motherfuckers. Like, you know the type. 5'6", 5'7" and shit. And it's because people always get my name mixed up that I've actually legally thought about changing my name. And now there are a couple names I thought of. Like I thought of the name Miguel. I like Miguel. Only two problems with it is one, it's my cousin's name, so already I don't want it. And two, you can only go two ways about saying that name. You can either be super Hispanic and be like Miguel, or you can be very Americanized and urban and you can just scratch out the I and put an A on there and all of a sudden you got Miguel. And I'm not trying to be Miguel. Second name I thought of is I really like the name Charlie. Yeah. I don't look like a Charlie. I don't look like Charlie's cousin. And even with beautiful long hair like this, I can't even be a Charlie's Angel. So you're going to have to scratch that name out. Next name I thought of is I like the name Richard. But then people would just be calling me Dick. And I'm an asshole at best, but I'm not a dick. And then I had an epiphany. A name that fits in any situation and any conversation. The name I thought of is my dude. Right? Think about it. You can introduce me to your friend like, hey, Jennifer, this is my dude. My dude, this is Jennifer. See how perfectly that flows? You can even be mad at it. You can be like, my dude. You could be happy with it. My dude. You could even be sad with it. Just be like, my dude. And yeah, man. So before I leave you guys, are you guys a fun facts kind of crowd? Yeah, I love fun facts. That's a fun fact. Here's another fun fact for you. Did you know that you can't say the word happiness without the word penis in it? Yeah, blew my mind. And lastly, did you know that in 1979 in Sweden, they actually classified homosexuality as an illness? Yeah, I would have loved to have been there at that time. Could you just imagine calling in sick at work? It would probably go a little bit like this. Hi, Olivia. I'm sorry, I can't go into work today. I'm just feeling a little gay right now. All right, everybody. My name is Fangio Martinez. Please enjoy the rest of your night.
Hey, Jerry, I got a problem.
Tim, if I had $1 for every one of your problems I had fixed, well,
Jerry, you do have $1 for every one of my problems you fixed.
Oh, yes, I do. I'm filthy rich. I didn't think about that. Money fights. I love being rich. Oh, yeah. Take this one, too.
This is fun.
There we go, guys. Thank you very much, my dude. That's what we're going to call him from now on, not Gio. My dude. There we go. It was funny, guys. Listen, if you're an up-and-coming comedian and you've got a YouTube channel and you want to promote yourself, you can jump on here. We can make it happen. If you're a musician, you make your own music and stuff like that, we can make it happen in VR. You do not need VR. We're going to be announcing that Quest giveaway very, very shortly. I'm just going to catch up with the chat. Dale Boy, yes, we are live, because otherwise I wouldn't be reading the comment, "Are you live?" Because obviously that would mean that I would have supersonic powers being able to predict that you were going to type that. And anyway, so there. Cooties, stop being so rude. I love you, but stop being so rude. Miss Blizzard, are you having a wet t-shirt contest, or are you just having a water bomb? Spanio enjoyed it, and yes, we are in Rec Room. We are live. You can't get in here. So thingy, Husey baby, I see you there, and because you love me. No, B-man, I don't. You can bring the baby. Just have the baby on here. I'll work some way of getting the baby on, but not you, B-man. You're just not as cute. The baby's cuter than me. Only cuter than me can come on the show. So what else? Have you been enjoying the show so far, guys? Have you been enjoying it? Yeah, are you enjoying it? Thank you very much, DJ Casey, as well, for the subscription there, 4 months in a row. Absolutely fantastic. Did you enjoy the Ubisoft? I just want to correct some things about people were saying about the Ubisoft game. Space Junkies has just had a new level added, the gas station. It's got a new gun on it, which is a one-shot, one-kill gun. Absolutely fantastic. That's what we played with them on Wednesday night on their stream, which is really, really good. It makes it so much more fun, and they are going to be introducing 3 versus 3 and stuff like that, so it is growing. But guys, we're starting off small and let's building it up. So you guys are all here for the Quest giveaway. This oh, hang on a second. Chop chop, chip chop, chop, oh, whatever the fuck. Wait, refugee dude, chip chop. I'm replacing him next week, guys. Open that window for me, come on. Yeah, do your job. Do your job. Come on, open it up. There we go, guys. Okay, so we want to turn around and tell you about this giveaway. So let's find out what we're actually giving away. Play that video, please, Kern.
Blocking my sun.
This is the one I've been searching for.
There we go, guys. Does that not look awesome? That is a VR unit without the need of a PC. So, guys, basically, if you win it, yeah, you can jump into Rec Room with us. And that is one of the conditions that if you do win this Oculus Quest, is that you jump into VR with us, you come and sit on that couch, and you say thank you very much for letting you win it. Now, I don't know what is the better prize, guys, winning that Oculus Quest or actually getting in to VR with me and meeting me in the studio, in Studio 7. This is my studio, guys. meeting me on that couch there and being able to chat to me. I mean, that is a prize worth winning. Yeah, okay. It's their trailer, Kevin, and it is spring to 2019, somewhere in the world. Yeah, throw your PCs away. You just need that equipment. You take it anywhere you want. So you all want to know, hang on a second, chip, chop, close that window, please. Come on, you're letting a draft in. I don't want it open. So this is how you're going to win, guys. If you're also watching on YouTube and wondering who the hell I'm chatting to, we are live streaming this on Twitch at the moment, but it will be on YouTube. I'm going to see if I can stretch it out any longer. No, I can't. We're going to tell you how you can win. Yeah, how can you win? Okay, guys, we are dropping the link in the chat now. And if you're on YouTube, it's below in the comments bottom. There we go. There we go, guys. Jump on there. Go and do what it tells you need to do. And that's it, guys. That is how you enter the competition. Just do what it needs to be done. Yeah. Simple as that. Yes, the casting couch. If you want to jump on the casting couch with me, we're doing it. It's what's underneath the table is what you want, yeah? Okay, meeting VR is on your bucket list, Scout. It certainly should be. Okay, this is pretty much near the end of it. I'm just going to have a chat with you guys for a couple of minutes so you're all hyped up about that. I just want to say thank you very much to Chip, for pushing the buttons and dropping and looking after my Twitch chat for me. Thank you very much to Kermie for doing all the camera angles and switching all the edits around. He's done a fantastic job. Thank you very much to Flag and Crafter for building the sets for me. And thank you very much for everybody else that can tuning in. That is it, guys. What did you think of our first live show? We will be back in 2 weeks' time. 2 weeks' time, guys, we will be back doing another show. As I say, if you want, create those little custom clips for the 30-second cut, and you've got Mind Show or Flipside or even Rip Room, and you can do a little 30-second skit. Get in contact with us. If you're a YouTuber, a Twitch streamer that has a musician thing to do with like making your own music and stuff like that, and you want to jump on, get in contact with us. If you're a comedian and you've got a YouTube channel and you want to promote it, jump in. If you're a games developer out there watching this and going, I want them to promote our game, we will do, guys. That's what we've always been about. So I am out of breath. I am out of, here we go. Look, Cam, I want Cam. Cam, I want you on this show, dude. 2 weeks' time, I want you there playing your guitar, music, singing for me, dude, about your flappy stuff that I was in your stream the other day. He comes in just at the very end of the show, but never mind. We're going to end it there, guys, because I am exhausted. That was nerve-wracking for me. Yes, you did, but it will be on the VODs and it will be on the YouTube channel in about 24 hours. That is it, guys. I am ready to go. So thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in. You've got only Crabwave Bot. Space Ops, guys, don't forget to leave that 3-digit number over on our YouTube channel to win copies of Space Ops, which was on the new release show, and check out the review. Guys, good luck with the competition. That competition is running for a month, so you've got a whole month. Thank you. Finger me, Danish, coming in with 3 months in a row. He wants to win that Oculus Quest. There we go. I'm losing it now. I'm getting tired. The coffee needs to kick in. It's almost 8 a.m. for me. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Thank you very, very, very much. There will be passwords, not on today's show, Scout, but when we're doing it, you need to check out our YouTube videos. There will be passwords in that. In Discord, we will be posting passwords. In Twitter, we will be posting passwords, and on my live streams, we will be talking about passwords. Oh Jesus! Justin DFX is coming in with a subscription as well, guys. Do you not want me to end? Do you not want me to end? I've got to end, guys. I got to end because I've got a whole day ahead of me, and you guys have got to sleep and go and do your thing. Virtual Eden coming in. Right, Jesus Christ! Stop! Okay, that's it. I'm gonna tell. Well, speak to us in the Discord about that. I'm going to tell Kermie to run those trailers. Let's go. Bye-bye. There we go. I'm back. Just having to sort out the who we're raiding, guys. Oh man, see, this is when it happens to you when you don't have virtual desktops. Okay, we're back. We're back. Justin DFX, thank you very much for all those gifted subscriptions. Yeah, you are a superstar. Oh, there we go. I was under the table. Thank you very much, Justin. And guys, again, thank you very much. It's been exhausting. I don't know what happened to the raid. There it is. We're going to raid Penny Pal. Absolutely awesome streamer. Crazy dude. I think you'll enjoy it. Love you all. Let's go for it, guys. Give him some hype. There it goes. Stop the stream.